Very good morning, students. Last time we have discussed how to solve the linear equations simultaneously. We have find the solutions of the equation, that is the values of x and y simultaneously. Now we will proceed further and try to solve the linear equations graphically. The word graph you know very well. You are well adequate with this word graph. You have learned this graph thoroughly from the standard 6th, 7th onwards. Now we will try to solve it for the equations in two variables. Now first of all, when you see the word graph, you may have in front of your eyes x-axis, y-axis, origin, negative of x-axis and y-axis, positive side of x and y axis, right? So considering all these basic concept, you can understand the graph easily, right? Now there is a Cartesian coordinate system. You have to listen and understand it carefully, because graph has very much importance in our mathematics, so that we will try to learn this graph. First of all, you know very well that horizontal axis is a x-axis, right? And vertical axis is a y-axis. This is the right side is the positive x-axis, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 onwards, 7, 8, 9, 10. On the left hand side, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6 onwards, right? Again here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 onwards. Here it is -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. Now these are the coordinates given here. On the left hand side of the x-axis there is a negative number, and here it is positive number. On the upper side of the y-axis there is positive coordinates 1, 2, 3, 4, and lower side of the y-axis negative. Now this portion is called as the first quadrant. This is called as the first quadrant. This is the second quadrant. In the 9th standard, you may have seen this, learned this. Just we are having a recall on this basic concept. This is the third quadrant. This is the fourth quadrant. Okay, friends. Now, if here it is the point P is located, before that we will see here, this is called as the origin of the axis. This is called as the origin of axis. We denote it as O, suppose, and its coordinates are 0, 0. The coordinate of the origin is 0, 0 always. Means its x coordinate also 0 and y coordinate is also the 0. I hope so you all understand very well. Now this is the point P. Point P lies on the x-axis on the coordinate 5, and on the y-axis point P lies on the coordinate 2. So that coordinate of the point P 5, 2. 5, 2. So that you can take anywhere such a type of coordinates. Suppose here it is a point R. Now on the x-axis or x coordinate is 3, -3, and y coordinate is -2. Therefore, the coordinate of point R is -3, -2. Student, you have to see here. Here it is 5, 2. Coordinate of P and coordinate of R. -3, -2. Now see the difference. P 5, 2. Here it is, you can see here x coordinate is equal to 5 and y coordinate is equal to 2. X coordinate is equal to 5 and y coordinate is equal to 2. Okay friends, here it is for the point R, -3, -2, x coordinate is equal to -3 and y coordinate is equal to -2. Now from this you can have idea. The first coordinate is the x coordinate always. Means you have to write first x coordinate always. Right student, you get? And second coordinate is the y coordinate. Means first you will write the x coordinate and then y coordinate. You get it? So that for up to last time you have to remember these things, that x coordinate should be written first and then y coordinate. I hope so you got it quite right. Now towards the next step, you can see here first, that is in the first coordinate sign, we came to sign of this coordinate. In the first coordinate, x coordinate is always positive and y coordinate is always positive. For the second quadrant, x coordinate is negative and y coordinate is positive. For the third quadrant, both of the coordinates are negative, right? In the fourth quadrant, you can see here first coordinate is positive and second coordinate is negative, right? You are familiar with this graph, students. I hope so. You got this. First quadrant is positive, second quadrant is negative, third quadrant is negative, and fourth quadrant is positive, right? We will see another example for this negative, positive, and then suppose this is the point Q. This is the point Q, and it is having x coordinate 2 and y coordinate 3. Then coordinates of this point Q are -2 plus 3. Means you clearly see here this condition satisfies here, minus plus. Okay. Now suppose one of the point lies on the axis, then what will you do? Here you have seen that the point is lying in the quadrant. Point is lying in the quadrant, whether it is in first quadrant, whether it is in third quadrant, whether it is in second quadrant. Now the point lies on the point here, that is M. The point M is lying on the y-axis. This is called as point M is lying on the y-axis. Then what will you do? Can you say it is in the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant? No, here it is again a confusion. So that you need to take care of this. Point M lies on y-axis here. Point M is lying on the y-axis. This is the point M. So that we have to find the coordinates of point M. Coordinates of point M is equal to, first you will take the x coordinate. The point is lying on the y-axis. It means that the point M is equal to 0, y coordinate -4. Means it is clear that when the point lies on the y-axis, its x coordinate is always 0. Therefore, x coordinate is equal to 0 for point M, and y coordinate is equal to -4. Hope so, student, you got it right. Now point is lying here on 6. This is suppose N point N. Now this point N is having the coordinates 6, 0. Now you see the difference here. Here it is x coordinate is 0. Now point is lying, this N is lying on the x-axis, so that x coordinate is 6 and y coordinate becomes 0. Therefore, coordinates of point N is equal to 6, 0. That is x coordinate of point N is equal to 6 and y coordinate of point N is equal to 0. I hope so, student. You know this very well. You will not do any mistake regarding this coordinate system, and you got it. All this basic concept regarding the quadrant, axis, position of the points. Again, see here, if point lies at the origin, if point lies at origin, a point lies at origin, you can see here the coordinates of the origin is 0, 0. So that O is equal to 0, 0. Therefore, coordinate x coordinate is equal to 0, y coordinate is equal to 0. But for what? Origin. At the origin, both of the coordinates are 0, 0. Right? Now, again, one main thing. If this line on the y-axis, if you have to write the equation of the y-axis or equation of the x-axis, how to write this? See here, equation of y-axis is x is equal to 0 and equation of x-axis is y equal to 0. These both are the important points and you have to remember this. Equation of y-axis is x equal to 0 and equation of x-axis is y is equal to 0 from this origin. So that you get this from this origin, that is suppose points are 0, 0. Now if you have given the point M, this is the equation of x-axis, that is y is equal to -4. If you have given here point 6n, that is the equation of y-axis and that is x equal to 6. So student, all this basic concept you have to write in your copy side by side. You have to take a notes of it. So this will be useful in your studies for 9th and 10th class also. SSC student, be careful. All this key concept you have to take just overlook at this, and I hope so. We will now we can draw a graph easily and solve the example based on the graph. We can solve the linear equation simultaneously as well as graphically. So that, dear students, I hope so you will do this, you will follow my instruction. We will visit in the next video for next topic after this. So take care of you, stay home, stay safe and be careful. Thank you so much.